Welcome to our class. Today we are discussing our second part of computer system for class 9. I hope you are well at your home and stay at your home and be safe. So let's begin our second part of computer system. In this part, in this module, we are discussing about the devices, different of devices which are directly or indirectly connected to our computer system. Here we are discussing about devices. So devices are of three types: input devices, output devices, and storage devices. According to the division, there are different of example or different kind of devices are there. Whenever we are talking about the input devices, there are keyboard, mouse, scanner, and web camera. While we are talking about output devices, display devices, and printers and plotters are there. Storage devices, as we already discussed about storage devices in our part 1. For example, hard disk, memory sticks, optical memories, and drive. So let's start from input devices. Input devices. What are input devices? Input devices are these are peripherals that are used to provide data to computer system. That means whenever we want to insert any kind of data or insert any kind of information regarding our work, that time we require input device. The very most input device, as is very well known, computer have two basic input devices altogether. First one is keyboard, another one is mouse. So let's start with keyboard. Keyboard, this time it's also called QWERTY. Sometimes we thought, what is QWERTY? QWERTY actually the first line of the alphabet in computer system. Do you know? Earlier the keyboards were very fast. That's why the programmers programmed the QWERTY, because when the keyboard used in so fast speed, they are not impact properly on the paper, because earlier keyboard are used in typewriter machine, and typewriter use hammer. So because of it, keyboard is designed with QWERTY pattern. So here, now the definition of keyboard. A computer keyboard is a typewriter style device which used as an arrangement of buttons or keys to act as mechanical levers or electronic switches. It have several keys upon it. For example, 104 to 119 keys are to be situated on different type of keyboards. There are two types of keyboards are there. First one is standard, another one is multimedia. Here we are discussing about the standard keyboard. Standard keyboard just look like a simple one. But here are the partitions: 1, 2, 3, 4. First one is function key, that is from F1 to F12. Second one is alphanumeric key, all the ABCD, 1, 2, 3, all together it's called alphanumeric area. The biggest area of the keyboard is called alphanumeric. As we get, this area is called alphanumeric. Now arrow keys. These are the arrow keys: up, down, left, right. After that, the next one is numeric pad. Numeric pad is this: 0 to 9, plus, minus, add, multiply, subtraction, enter, etc. So after the completing of keyboard, second one is mouse. Mouse, as we very well know, is a pointing device. It has three buttons specifically. First one is click on the left side. Second one is right click. The third one is a scroll button or scroll wheel, which is always situated in the center of that device. Here, mouse is a small handheld device which is moved across a mouse pad or flat surface to move a pointer, usually an arrow, on a computer screen. This is an image of mouse which is used to scroll on a pad and get the information in an input manner. So sometimes we use left click and right click both to give any kind of command or instruction to the computer. After that mouse, The third thing is scanner. The third input device is scanner. Scanner is what? Scanner. Whenever we want to scan any kind of object, any image or anything else, that time we use scanner. Scanner is a device that captures image from photographic printers, posters, magazines, pages, and similar sources for computer editing and display. That means whenever you want to scan anything and to want to display on computer or any other or graphic or digital object, we use a scanner. After completing, what kind of scanners are? Actually, no, for different of purpose, we have different kind of scanners. The very first scanner is flatbed scanner. Second one is drum scanner. Third one is sheet fed scanner. Now, after that, we describe one by one. First one is flatbed. So, flatbed scanner is what? These types of scanners are commonly used at the home and office because of its capabilities. Scanning is performed by a mechanism that under a document to obtain the image simply as a photocopy machine, or as you already seen at your school, home. Most of the time we use that type of scanner. After that, second one, sheet fed scanner. What is sheet fed scanner? Sheet scanner works like a flatbed scanner, except that the image is fed through the scanner and moves along to the beam to read rather than the beam moving. That means it is a kind of scanner where to put the sheet into it and to scan outside. For an example, ATM machine use that kind of scanner only. After it, handheld and portable scanner. Handheld scanner. As the time, as corona time, as you've seen, that time they want to check your body temperature. They use a kind of scanner, a kind of gun. Temperature gun is called. It's also a kind of scanner. And because it held by hand, that's why it's called handheld scanner. Sometimes whenever you purchase in the mall and other things also at that time, they use handheld scanner to scan the objects and get out the price of that. So these types of scanners are portable and held using your hand. Resembling a small bar, typically it is moved by hand over the material being captured. So after handheld, our next scanner is drum scanner. Actually, it's a big or huge type of scanners are there, especially used to scan big objects like sheets, maps, etc. A drum scanner is a type of scanner that is used to capture the highest resolution from an image. So these are the types of scanner. After that, we move our next input device, and that is web camera. This web camera is used for what? Web camera rarely used for taking the pictures, sometimes used for securities, and laptop in the laptop at the top of the side of camera is situated is there, that is called webcam. Why it is called webcam? The term webcam is combination of two terms. Why? Web and video camera. That means it is basically used to the record videos in low resolution and streams its image in real time to through a computer or computer network. That means they always take low resolution pictures and stream as live. So after it, we are moving our next topic. Output devices. Several output devices, images are given there. Now, what is the output device? The output devices normally can be produced in two ways. First, either on a display unit device or on a paper. Other kind of output, such as speech output, mechanical output, is also being used in certain application. But here we are discussing about monitor or display output and paper output, that means printers or plotter. So here the first one is monitor or display devices. What is a monitor or display devices? For an example, our mobile, laptop, computer. What is this? The devices which display the thought, the idea, the OS or everything where we get the information about this. that is called display or monitor devices. So one of the most important peripherals in the computer, it is the graphic display devices. There are the three categories of monitors that are available. So what are these three types of? So classic type or the basic one, the starting of the beginning of the it is about CRT. Second one is LCD, and the next one is LCD. So start with CRT. What is the CRT? CRT, the full form is cathode ray tube. The previous type of TV, the big size of TV are called CRT. CRT, cathode ray tube. Cathode is a type of material where the rays to be gone and put on the display and the images is to be there. CRT terminals are the gun, the electron beam controlled by an electromagnetic field and a phosphorescent coated display screen inside a vacuum tube. The electron gun emits an electron beam which is directed towards to the phosphorescent display. That means when the CRT or cathode gun shoot out the beam and it is come on the phosphorescent display and is to be displayed our object. The second one is LCD. We are very familiar about it. LCD, liquid crystal display. A liquid crystal display is a flat panel display or other electronically modulated optical device that uses the light modulating properties of liquid crystals combined with polarizers. That means LCD work with liquid crystals. The crystals will charge or polarize by electrofield and it display the images, and after a long time the resolution and the sharpness enhanced as the liquid charged as the display is to be shown up. Now next one is LED, light emitting diode. What is this? Actually is a type of LCD but in just advanced way. A light emitting diode LED is a semiconductor device that emits visual light when an electric current passes through it. That means one LCD is to be there and the electrons come up to it and it emits the different of images and resolution. That is called LED. After completing LED, our main thing, this is the display device, this display device. Now, but what we want the object on the paper, cotton or other type of sheets. What kind of devices we use? We use printers. Printers are used to producing output on paper instead of getting it on screen. Printers have to ability to print both text and graphics on paper. There are large variety of printing devices which can be classified into two groups, namely impact printer and non-impact printer. So printer is a kind of device which make the object printed on the paper or other object. There are two categories are there, impact and non-impact. What is the means of impact and non-impact? Impact printer. Impact printer means when the object directly touched to the paper or the sheet directly, that is called impact. Non-impact when the printing material not touch the particular object or the sheet, that is called non-impact. Like typewriter. Typewriter is an impact printer. While a laser printer or photocopy machine, Xerox machine is a kind of non-impact printer. Apart this, we are talking about the printer types. So some of the printer types are given. First one is laser printer. Laser printer uses a big toner cartridge like a photocopy high-end on price, especially for color. That means photocopy, whenever we go to the photocopy shop or Xerox shop, that time they use that machine that is called laser printer. They use laser cartridge into it. Second one is inkjet printer. Inkjet printer spits out little ink dots on the paper using little ink cartridge, low end on price but often high cost per page. Check price per cartridge and pages per cartridge to know cost per page and maintenance. That means the price of the printers is not too high, but the cost of the printing is high because of the cartridge is much costlier than the toner. In the laser printer we use toner. Toner is cheapest, while the inkjet use the cartridge, and cartridge is little bit high price. So that's why we use inkjet cartridge. The wax or solid ink heats wax onto the paper using wax sticks, can print or any type of paper, high end on black and white price, but reasonable for color. It means thermal means what? Thermal is a thermal image with the help of heat and with the help of wax or solid ink. That is called thermal printer. The fourth one is dot matrix. Pounds the paper like an old typewriter used for multiple copies in business. Uses the paper with holes on the side, like your railway ticket. It is always printed with the help of dot matrix printer. The next one, after the completing printer, our next point is plotter. Plotter is what? Plotter is a computer hardware device, much like a printer that is used for printing vector graphics instead of toner. Plotter use a pen, pencil, marker, or another writing tool to draw multiple continuous lines. Means plotter is what? Plotter is kind of a big kind of shades, glosses, sceneries, maps, different of things with the help of pen, pencil, marker, or other writing tool. That is the plotter. Plotter actually is a type of printer, but here the plotter is also a big kind of printer. After this is our chapter first is completed as theory. As I already told that storage devices we already discussed. If you have any doubt, you ask me further. Now we are discussing the question answers. Here the question as well as answer both are mentioned for your help. So complete your homework as well as syllabus according to this. The first question is about what take the correct option. As you've seen, the question is given, four options are given. After the answer, the same second question, then third, after that, fourth one is, answer is ALU, fifth one, answer is video camera, sixth one, name of the printer is dot matrix, seventh one, the printer is thermal printer, eighth one is contain CAC memory, ninth one, which among the following floppy, tenth one is name the type of memory, flash memory is this. After first question, the second question is fill in the blanks in given words. The first 10 questions are there where the blue are the answers which filled up in the blanks. So if you have the book, find out these. If you don't have, simply all the questions are mentioned here along with the answers. So complete your syllabus. After the finishing the fill-ups, these 10 questions are given. The state whether the following statements are true or false. That means true and false exercise to be given there. All the answers are given, and these all are the questions. These all questions are to be mentioned here, and the answers are mentioned to be there. For example, first one is true, second one is true, third one is false, fourth one is false, fourth one is true, fifth one is false, sixth one is true, seventh one is false, eighth one is false, ninth one is false, and the last one is true. So these are the true and false. After this, short answer type questions. The question number one is, what is computer system? Answer is given. The question number two, what is the function of ALU? Answer is given. Question number three, what is flash memory used for? So answer is given. And also, this is your homework. That's not mean. It's not mean that all the questions are to be mentioned as usual. After that, fourth one, what is the block? What is block in a hard disk? Fifth, name the type of memory that is placed logically. Very simple question is. After that, short answer question. Short answer question is that how does DRAM scanner work? We already talk about the scanner. So this is the last scanner, DRAM scanner. After that, the question number two, state differences between RAM and ROM. We discussed in part 1 what is RAM and what is ROM. Next question is, state two advantages of using dot matrix printer. I already suggested multiple stationary and low cost printing is possible because of the dot matrix printer. After that, to state two advantages of thermal printer. So advantages are given. Now the fifth question is given. What is a laser? What is a laser printer? How it is different from inkjet printer? So difference is given. Otherwise, I suggest you use your book and write down the question by yourself. Question number 6, what are the different types of memories? Question number 7, define the term blocks and sector as hard disk. Answer is given. Now question number 8, what are the difference between CD and DVD? So according to this short answer question you completed by the ninth one, how the term data and information related. Okay, after that question number 10, the last question of short answer question portion, what is an input device? Name two input device, keyboard, mouse, scanner are these. Now the long answers, using block diagram and how data is processed information in the computer system. Part 1, we already discussed about this diagram. So we complete this diagram by our own self. After the question, working of components is given. Explain the concept, block, sectors and cylinder of hard disk with the help of diagram. So this is the question. This is just long question, but try to do yourself. After that, question number 2, the diagram is also given here. The diagram is also given here. So you just draw the diagram like this, and these are the sectors, single disk. After that, question number 3, describe memory hierarchies on computer system. These are the memories partition are given. Now question number 4, how impact printer different from non-impact printer? Differences are given. Actually 7 differences are there. 5 is these and rest of 2 are downside. So total 8 differences are there. Last question, explain how printing occurs in laser printer. This is our last question. Now, I suggest you that these are the helping hand for you. That not mean this is the answers. And most of, if you have any problem, you just comment on my YouTube video downside. I will try to solve all your problems, and like and comment and subscribe also to get my next video. Thank you.